So we should be able to wrap this mission up. Slow is that guy. Slow enough that we can kill it without doing anything else. It's notable that most of his army moves before I get a chance to do anything. I'm trying to clear up the enemy stacks a little bit. Taking some casualties, nothing serious.
The demon reinforcements are a concern, lady. I am glad we decided to hold out here.
Can we hold them off, Godric?
I do not know. I begin to worry. With their army besieging Dunmore, though, I doubt that Nikolai is hard-pressed. I think it is time to turn the tables and ask him to help us.
I don't know.
Above all else, my lady, we must keep the future queen of the Griffin Empire out of their hands. I shall undertake this mission personally.
Very well, Godric. With the demons attacking us, Nikolai should be able to move quickly. May the light of Elrath guide you.
Send Godric to Nikolai. So my plan to switch the heroes was actually something I must do. Lots of succubi, pack of nightmares, and several demon lords. Still, it's not that big of a threat. I've wiped out so many of their armies that I don't think he has any kind of massive force to send out against us. Might want to spy a few magical items though. Yeah, I think we can wrap things up fairly quickly at this point. Godric should try to possibly go to additional sites to get stats bonuses. We don't have to get every one of them on every map, but there's the bot again. His stats are terrible. I can't just keep ignoring that fact. It'll come bite me in the ass sooner or later. A little bit of extra wood, not much. Paladins. I'd like to send paladins out of this place. He has plenty of heroes, he does not have armies to support them. Ooh, +1 defense. I thought it was a second level spell. question of how many of these do we want to actually send out. We do need to keep defending this place after all. There's no telling when it'll pop up. 14,000 to spend on equipment. +4 to hero's defense, renders all creatures in the hero's army immune to the frenzy spell. +3 to defense, increase initiative of all small creatures by 5%. Magic Fireball Wand. Oh, this is mostly nonsense. We should buy one of the shields. Actually, we could both basically just pass each other here, more or less. Isabel is gonna keep getting new troops. He does not need extra ones. We could certainly use more knights, but we can sort of compensate that by taking all the good troops out of this one. So she'll be left with something basic, but we'll get replacements soon and we can upgrade these, so it's not quite that bad. Protection from fire spells probably good for the guy who actually goes out to fight demons. This will work at least. We need to go to underground first. Nothing particularly interesting here, just basic resources. And Isabel more or less is just gonna wait after this point. Right. Because she's such a good hero, she'll be able to bend this. I don't understand why he tried to come closer. He had no chance to achieve anything. So why even bother? That's a lot of leeches suddenly. Since there are random opponents basically just appeared here, they should probably escape fighting. So I don't think I have to fight all that many. And I certainly don't intend to fight liches if I don't have to. They're easy to win against, but they're constantly going to keep ticking away my units. And I really gain almost nothing by fighting them. Expert light magic. At the same time, I can just pick free experience out of them. Pendant of Mastery. Pre-level of his or her primary skill. This level is gained even if the hero's skill is on expert level. So you can push it beyond expert. It's an interesting item. Properly interesting. We could send her to try to get a defense bonus. It's not unreasonable that she might be able to get it without sacrificing the defense here. But it's risky. I'm not gonna take it. 1 point or 2 in an attribute is not going to make or break your character. It could very easily screw over this mission. I think I'll prefer the training ground over the angels. Reasonably, we cannot get angels, we just don't have the proper resources. We could upgrade certain units to be much more useful. Yes. +1 defense. Somewhere here. Different hero, or rather different type. This is a mount of some sort. A piece of shit though, it's a necromancer. Do we want to fight here? This is looks like a dead end. I'm somewhat curious to see what's there. We don't want to fight too many of these type of fights though. It's not the point. We more or less want to wrap up the mission, that's the main point. Godric happens to get a level up or two while doing that, all the better. Also, I think Isabel could be much more forceful here. Why should I let him have his way here? There's no threat of anything suddenly appearing there and attacking us. We might as well harass the enemy hero. We have a more mobile hero on our side. He's not gonna be able to escape. Take the experience. Abjuration Master. Deflect missiles and endurance spells. Mass effect. When all the knight's troops fall dead in combat, an angel summoned on a field of battle resurrects the most powerful group of dead creatures and disappears. That's a good one if you are using a sacrificial hero, sort of, in a desperate fight. I feel like this is the type of ability that's much more annoying when you fight against an enemy than it's good on your side. So I think I'll take the Master of Abjuration. Mass Endurance. Mass Deflect Missiles. Gem Mine, finally. Road to Angel becomes suddenly available, but it's so long I'm not gonna bother trying to get to it. Right, he immediately retreats. We don't want to go too far after them. Should have picked the spell power. Forgot it exists. Taught me basic logistics. Well, is that a good thing? Well, it's the only skill we have now. I was thinking of maybe getting something else like the war machines, but apparently no. Game says no. No, you don't. Where does this lead? Never been here. Excellent. Holding out hope that there is no land connection to the other areas here, so this could be a unique treasure area. That it matters too much. Teleportation blindness. We will get tier 5 spells. That's probably the most valuable thing here. We might have to visit the castle basically with every hero still. Blindness is very, very good. There's no mass version of it, it's too powerful. What do we need? Basically a little bit of stone and gemstones. Get them on the next turn. Or if not, I can buy the extra ones. Okay, we have a respectable boss here now. Why would you come here? The lucky horseshoe. Fight lots of pit fiends. I'm not sure if that makes much sense. Maybe if you choose your army stacks correctly here. We basically don't want to offer them targets. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I was sort of hoping that they would have been in a larger stack. Yeah, this is not good. Not good at all. Still a lot of experience, I guess. I also don't think it'll make much of a difference when fighting against the enemy. Their main opponent we need to face is their army blocking the passageway. Town portal, holy shit. Requires 0 to be level 20. Everyone must have this. Transport 0 to the nearest friendly town. All movement points will be lost. Doesn't matter. Word of Light must have. Curse of Netherworld must have. So, shit. You need to be level 20. God damn son of a bitch. This is basically only useful in the case that these heroes will actually move on to future missions. However, the difference between having this and not having this is massive. Probably should try to encourage him to not come here. He did not heed my advice. Not particularly dangerous, but I don't want his heroes threatening my heroes that don't have any armies. It's also good in a sense that he does not have the opportunity to gather up these forces to maybe get something useful going. Always wasting them in small numbers. Initiative increase on all creatures. 1600 imps. Okay, I might have not actually looked what I was getting into. Yeah, I can't cast spells in a fight like this. We need to evade one of the imp groups. 0 points. Yeah, there's no good way to bait them anymore. Just don't have the space. I could have fought better though, avoided those casualties. More or less just the problem is I didn't notice how many they were. Got into a fight without looking at the situation properly. Battle Frenzy. Shittiest units are much more effective. HD boost. Another large group. Not actually sure how big of a group Throng is. I don't think it's 1600. 1600 is something, yeah, 153. Pathfinding. Reduces penalty for moving in rough terrain by 50%. A lot of rough terrain here, but also roads. Leaning toward taking the basic skills to a higher level first. Anywhere close to level 20? No, not even close. Shit. We might not get to level 20 with this. That would actually make things simpler for us, because there's no need to try to grind fight at that point. We must just aim for the mission objective. We still want to visit town there, because we can get the spell. It's some sort of a... I think it attacks all evil units or something along those lines. Does damage to them. Never anyone else. So it's a mass destruction spell that's safe to use with your troops on the battlefield. Maybe not as effective as most of the really good attack spells that damage everything, but much better than most. And if you're playing as a light side or whatever the spell skill is called, you don't have a huge amount of attack spells to begin with, so you might as well go for the one or the few that actually do damage the enemy. We need to get the power from there and go to the castle, then we'll head towards ending this as quickly as possible. There's some fighting left, but 4 levels is a lot of fighting. I don't think there's quite that much. Unless we basically farm these shitty heroes, and that's no. No, oh god, no. Too much. Ten, 20% extra initiative really saves your ass at least. There would be at least a couple large groups of range attackers there. 3 large groups. But it's still nowhere near enough to get multiple level ups. We can turn footmen into range attackers. Right. Castle is secure. Focus on moving Godric to the castle. I don't think everyone else has to move anymore. Engage in the fights that happen to come our way. Extra spell power is fairly welcome. And that's more or less it. So it'll take quite a few turns to do this, but I don't think it'll take all that much game time. It's not much we have to do. I have been here, right? Yeah. If we are doing this... there's not much reason not to go for the +1 defense for her. Have our third hero act as a defense here, for what it's worth. I mean, they're not really attacking us, and the forces I've seen are no match for even the shittiest of heroes. So all we need to do is really follow the auto path to our targets. And if it's actually all that dangerous, we can teleport to the town. Not sure how far the teleportation range is, so there's slight risk there. I'm also not convinced it's too big of a risk. The range has to be significant, otherwise the entire spell is worthless. Couple 100 points of free experience. Does he have an actual army? No, not even close. And that's all we need to do here. I would definitely like to test the town portal spell at this point. I don't think it'll work underground. There simply is no target. Okay, at least we'll get the super attack spell. Every extra troop will also be sent with Godric. There's no telling what exactly waits for us there. Right. Teleportation. I don't think that's particularly useful. Word of Light. I suppose teleportation could be useful. Mainly because we don't have any war machine skills, so if we have to do a siege combat, much easier to just teleport the troops over the wall. And I think if you have a master level caster, you might actually get that. But the force here isn't much, but it's definitely enough to hold this. Just write Godric into the end and wrap things up. So potentially a lot of extra work for something that might never materialize, meaning the characters transferring to other campaigns. However, I feel like I'll pay a massively heavier price for not doing that if they do transfer. Because then there'll be shitty characters with shitty stats and shitty spells and shitty skills. And that could delay my ability to, or even prevent me from achieving anything all that worthwhile with them. Now they're fine. They might not be the best things ever, but they're fine. Very close to a level up. I definitely would like to get that one. Probably get it if at the latest when we complete the final mission objective. And always teleport back if the need arises. That type of convenience alone is worth trying to get the teleportation at by any means. Scouting or pathfinding. I sort of do like the scouting. It's somewhat irrelevant if you know the map layout or put heavy use on scouts. Okay, 335 archdevils. Yeah, you're not meant. Okay, I see. It's basically a safe haven for the enemy hero to operate in. That's the purpose. The enemy heroes attacking are pitiful, but the defenses are so massive that you have no chance of penetrating them. Well, not without wasting a massive amount of time on this. I think there's still a chance. Yeah, he's basically worthless there. But that would be a tough fight. Very, very tough. There's nothing here at the edge of the screen. I'll wait one more turn so that Isabel can get the +1 to spell power. They have zero chance. You could have wrapped things ages ago.
Well done, Godric. Now it is up to me to hold out until Nikolai arrives. Hurry, my love.
So I just sent most of my troops out of the map. Ah, okay. And he's sending out a new hero. Oh, no.
He has made it! Was there ever a king so regal, a warrior so strong? I'm coming, Nikolai. We shall be reunited on the field of battle, though all the infernal hordes of Sheog lie between us.
Guys, get a message to Nikolai. Didn't my hero already... It was here. I'm confused what's going on here. More importantly, I'm sort of pissed how this is structured. Because I really have no idea what's going to happen next. So what's the point of sending any forces with the other hero if he just disappears? He's not... You're basically just weakening yourself and you have no idea what you're basically doing. Making some bad choices and you could cripple yourself because of the plot happens events. I don't think anything happens anymore.
Demon Lord! By the soul of my father, I'll send you back to be cleansed in your fires!
Not today, young king.
Who? What are you?
Well, things just got simpler. And a lot more complicated. Rest, my king. I have called for a healer.
A healer? Too late. I am beyond healers. Beyond even the mercy of the archangels. No ordinary blade did this.
Are you sure?
I can feel something. Demon magic. Poison.
Nikolai! Nikolai!
Isabel. Isabel. Oh!
Lady Isabel, no, please. You do not want to see him. To remember him this way.
Oh, my love! What has he done to you? I came to save you. I failed.
Not you, my love, not you. Me. My kingdom. No heir to the throne. All is lost.
The Empire is saved, my king. For this you will be remembered, as your father was.
The kingdom. Godric, swear to me.
Anything, my king.
Queen Isabel. She will rule in my stead. Guard her. Protect her.
But she was not crowned, she...
Swear it.
I swear it, my king.
Nikolai!
Isabel. May Elrath guide you. Guide us all.
The father, now the son. By the light of Elrath, who shall I be forced to come to live next?
Your light, your Elrath. Where was he when Nikolai was killed, when Beatrice was murdered?
Lady Isabel, I...
Queen Isabel.
Lady, I...
Queen Isabel.
Queen Isabel. Don't, I mean, please do not.
Elrath, if you've never listened before, listen now. By the blood of my love, of my family, I swear vengeance on all demonkind. Their sovereign, their kin, and the beast Agriel who did this today.
Okay. First campaign done, I guess. It sucked balls. It's tutorial campaign, and a tutorial should not be 5 missions long and an entire campaign long. At the same time, I suppose it's good for players who have never played the game, and gamers have a huge tendency to skip actual tutorials, so it's much more effective to sort of build things in the actual game, teach them, than to have a tutorial section before they get to play, because they'll just skip it quite often, and then they'll complain when they don't understand the game. So this is a much better way to teach new players how the game works. But it's a shitty campaign. It feels like the only thing that happened there were a couple of story developments. More importantly, they sort of happen. Like when Isabel was captured in one of the missions, I went to meet the demon army with a large army of my own, and just to have a cutscene where Isabel is with a couple of peasants around the fire, and they just get captured. Where the hell was the army then? It feels like this isn't anything bad necessarily, but it feels like the actual gameplay is so detached from the story. They barely have anything common. They're just there doing their separate things. And I'm worried about the story mainly because things happen, and you don't know necessarily what the hell you are supposed to be there, and where are the limits in those things happening. I'm sure it'll make sense once you play through the mission once, but as a first time player you always have to choose the conservative front if you don't want to load out the game a lot, or you don't want to replay the missions a lot. So I feel like, especially in this first campaign, a lot of the defense things and things like that was totally unnecessary in the first place, because there's really no difficulty at all. It's more like, I think you have a theoretical chance to lose the last mission, but before that I'm not even sure you had a theoretical chance to lose. Nothing really threatened you. You had a power base you could build up and build up and build up and build up, and there was nothing sort of preventing you from keep building it. So I don't know. For a player who has pretty much played all the previous Heroes of Might and Magic games before this, I'm not actually sure if I played through the fourth one entirely, but a miserable campaign from that perspective. Actually, I think my experience with the other games is what contributed that misery, because I know that the plot-heavy games tend to want to reuse the heroes in future missions, so their levels and abilities and spell stability matter. So I'm building the characters towards something that might never happen. But I know if you don't do that, you're just going to end up in missions where you have to spend a huge amount of time before your heroes you have to act with are useful in any way. So it's much less time consuming to spend a little bit of time here to get some basic abilities like the ability to teleport units to you from nearby cities or teleport to the nearby city. It's a huge benefit if you happen to have that and you have to use those heroes again. And I think it's probably going to happen because it's an a thing that was added to the as for the later games, and it's especially a thing with the plot related things because the characters keep reappearing and reappearing and reappearing, and the campaigns probably still tell a single story. That's it. So we have a Knight campaign, Demon campaign, Necromancer campaign, Warlock campaign, Ranger campaign, and a Mage campaign. And it's all one story. And the characters we encounter in these probably keep reappearing in the other campaigns. So we'll see. Basically, the point of interest at this point is when we need Godfric and Isabel in the future events. Are they anything like the characters we engage in this campaign? Because if they're not, then we don't have to give a shit what happens to the heroes in the other campaign. But if they're the same, we know that yeah, we have to build up every hero that we basically play with.